And we'll jump into it. So, welcome. This is another training from Sis Get Up and Boss. Are you not in our group? Make sure you are there and make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel. We are truly thankful to have you. This is the Becoming an Influencer edition with our girl, Triana White. Messing up her name, Triana White, looking at her amazing business, Treative Designs. And so we're going to get started in just a minute. But as we like to do, we like to come on and introduce ourselves because you never know who's going to see our YouTube channel, girl. One day we believe we're gonna blow up and we're gonna be big. And so this is being recorded. Make sure you shout out your brand, sis. You never know who wants to engage with you. So I'm gonna go first. Of course, y'all know I am the founder of Sis Get Up and Boss. It's our group on Facebook. Make sure you're in there. It's not just my group though. We are all in there pushing, pulling, growing together. So make sure that you come in. And then I also have my author overnight publications and design business. And so if you have a book, I want to help you get that published. All right, that's enough about me. Anybody else want to come on and just share who you are and then what you're wanting to get out of tonight? And I meant to say that for myself too. So tonight I've been watching Sis and I've been just seeing how she's been growing her brand, how she's been doing all of this amazing stuff on social media. And I want to learn it as well because we're all on there, right? Why not get paid? Why not grow your brand through influencing? And so that's my I want to hear about it tonight. All right. Anybody else want to go? Just introduce yourself, tell your brand or your business, and then what you're here for. And then we'll let our speaker come on in. Don't be shy. Y'all do this a lot. Come on, Kiana.
I was gonna say, I guess that means I have to go. My name is Kiana. I do a few different things. I won't list them all, but I'm also a moderator in Sis Get Up. And today I am here to just obtain knowledge on how I can further my I guess my journey as I try to engage with people via social media, as social media is a big way for us to build connections now. So it's important for us to be able to have the correct tools to actually engage with each other.
Yes, that is my girl right there. Thank you so much, sis. Anybody else? I'm gonna pick on somebody else. My sis LaRonda, one of my amazing authors. You want to share a little bit about you, sis, if you're able to?
Good evening, everybody.
Hey,
I
hey.
am, can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. I am a new author. I am so thankful and blessed for this group. Especially thankful and blessed for our sister Desiree because she is the bizom. She's helped me get through this. And some, if I have any questions, whatever, she's always there for me. Thank you, Kiana, for reaching out to me earlier. We never did make our connection, so I'm still waiting for that. But
Our
outside of
schedules are always colliding. We got
I
to make it happen.
know, um, outside of being a new author and continuing in that, that's my hopes. Also, I'm a playwright and aspiring musician and singing. I don't know. I don't want to say singer songwriter. I guess you could say that, and also praise and worship leader. So, um, I am interested in continuing. Like Kiana said, there's so many things you can do to reach people through social media because that is our biggest platform. Um, it's good. It's also good to find a way to collaborate with each other in person, face to face, and help each other carry out our ministries together to reach more people and bring people in to not just, learn how to walk in their callings and do what they should be doing, what God has given them to do, but also to, spread the word to help other people to be everything that God designed you to be on your journey. So I am here to learn more not so much, like trying to learn how to reach people as far as, ministry or things like that, but to do better as a person and everything that he has taught me to do or given me to do to, be more outwardly appreciative and continue to do that, and the tools to do it and how to do it, things like that. And so now I'm going to shut up.
Thank you so much, sis. I love it. I love it. Sis is for the kingdom. Always. Let's get it. I love it. So thankful for her. Let's make room for one more. We got Tony, we got Angel, we got Tiffany. Is that my author, Tiffany? Is that my author, Angel? Y'all better come on if that's y'all. And even if it's not, represent. Give y'all 1 minute. Nobody want to share? All right. Well, I will not hold it up any longer. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. If you want to throw something in the chat, you want somebody to follow you, go ahead and put it in the chat. That's okay, Tony. I thought once I said it that you had the babies. So if you want to throw anything in the chat for us to follow, we love to engage. We love to help you grow your business. We love to support. So let us do that for you, sis. We're so thankful to have you here. Got a couple more ladies trying to get in, having trouble, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Miss Triana, if you are ready, we can rock and roll, sis, and I'll let you take the floor.
Hey, so hi guys. So I'll introduce myself. Again, I'm Triana White, and I'm the owner of TradeOfDesigns.co. I just want to do a disclaimer as I'm getting off of mute. I do have my son here too, and he's having an issue with just sitting down while I do this. But I do own a graphic design company, business. I started it last year. I'm also an author as well. I have a self-published book, and then I'm working on 2 children's books. I'll show you guys one of them towards the end because I have the proof right here. But since today's topic is influencing and kind of how to grow your audience based on whatever industry you're in, I'm kind of just going to go over just some of the guidelines that I've used. I'm not where I want to be just yet with my journey, but looking over the course of the last 6 months, I have grown. And so I've kind of taken a few notes for tonight just to kind of give you guys some of the major points. Now, as you guys were introducing yourselves, I kind of just have a question. Are you guys wanting to know more about influencing as far as building a brand or becoming content creators and influencers for brands? And I can touch on both, but I just kind of want to know which one everyone's more interested in.
So for me, I think it's a little bit of both, right? I want to know, how you got started with working with different brands as well. And then always, the goal is to push our businesses. So I think a little bit of both. And someone.
Okay, well that's okay. I'm reading the comments too. Okay, so everyone is saying both. Okay, so that's perfect because the only reason why I asked is because I kind of do too. So my Facebook, I tell everyone my Facebook is a little bit more professional. My Facebook is where I push my brand. My brand is Triana White, but it's also TradeOfDesigns.co. So that's where you'll see all my business posts. And the way that I move on my Facebook is a little bit different than how I move on like my TikTok. My TikTok is where I do my content creation and my influencing, and I interact with other brands and I promote for them. I hardly ever mention that I'm a graphic designer. I'm more so just a mom who is a business owner because that's my niche on TikTok. So first, I guess I'll start with building your own personal brand, and then I'll move on to like social media content creation. So when it comes to my business, I got started with my business officially last year, but I initially started offering my services 2 years ago. I had just got out of a major situation. I won't get too deep into that, but it is a part of my story and a part of my my content plan that I use, because I use my motivational posts to engage other people who has either been through a similar situation, who is going through something. And this is something that I use to build a genuine relationship with them. I use it to show that I'm relatable. And I also use it to show that, you know, everyone can go through something, but it's what you do during that process that really makes a difference. But my family had went through a large situation 2 years ago. And we were kind of looking for things that came to us naturally that we can use to get money. So I had always been the creative person, creating invitations, flyers, but I had never promoted myself on social media. It was kind of like a word of mouth. The people who went to school with me knew, my family knew, but no one else knew. So at that time, you know, because of the situation we were in, we couldn't get jobs. When I say we, I'm talking about my son's father and I. We could not get jobs at the time. So he was like, you know, well, what about if you offered like your logos that you create, or what if you offer like flyers? And I was like, okay, well, let me see. So at that point, I had to start promoting on social media. When I first started, I wasn't getting any love. I would get like maybe 1 or 2 likes here and there. And me personally, everyone feels like their work is worthy of recognition. So I'm like, well, I know my work is good, but why isn't anyone showing that they love it as much as I do? Because I know that it's not the work. That's what I'm thinking to myself. So I started like posting and things like that. And I had only had the people that I grew up with on my Facebook and on my Instagram. I didn't add any strangers. I was kind of just focusing on them to be my target audience, but I wasn't getting sales. I wasn't making any improvement. So a couple months down the line, I decided to kind of research when it comes to like marketing and branding and social media, and all of it kind of ties in together. So when it comes to my own personal brand, what I started to do is I started to reach out to strangers. I started to add different people on Facebook. I removed the people that were on my page, but they were never engaging or interacting or anything like that. I removed them from my page, and I added more people who we're kind of like on the same wavelength as far as like thinking, because everyone isn't business minded, everyone isn't adding room for growth, and everyone just isn't always on the same wavelength. So you have to add, that's one of the main things I did, is I added people who were into the same things that I were into. So business, entrepreneurship, just growth in general, because you can grow without having a business, you know, like authors, social media content creators, just people who are in the same field as me, just trying to get from one level to the next. So that was one of the first things that I did on my Facebook, is I just started to add new people. And once I started to add new people, I started to see my interactions, they started to grow. I would go from like 1 like to like 10, from 10 to like 20, from 20 to like 40. And that was just by adding people that I did not know, because for some reason, everyone says it, but your target audience is not going to be your friends or your family. They could be, but 9 times out of 10, they aren't going to be. And that's for my personal brand. Let's see. This is my first time really, well, my second time I did it on a podcast, kind of just talking about things. I have so many notes, but I don't want to kind of go all over the place. But when it came to building my brand, it was kind of just like positioning myself as a thought leader. And basically what that means is, thank you. What that means is I kind of started to focus more on like the kind of content that I was posting, showing people that I knew what I was doing in my industry, that the information I had was valuable, and just I was a person that you can go to either get educated in the field. And the field I'm talking about is graphic design, because again, this is for my personal business, traderofdesigns.co. So if you have a personal business and you're looking to grow your platform through social media, I would first start by establishing your audience. And when I say your audience, kind of take a look through and just see, like, is everyone on your page people that you grew up with? Is it just your family? Or do you have other people who are business owners? Do you have other people who are, if you're a mother, do you have other mothers? Because sometimes just by you posting content about you being a mom will follow you, but now they see what you do too. So now, you know, I'm a graphic designer, but you came to my page because you seen a post or a reel about my son. And now that you're on here, you see that I also make flyers, I create websites, I'm an author. So sometimes you have, and that's relatability as well, because you don't want to get on Facebook or social media and be stiff. So just because you're a business owner does not mean that you have to just get on there and only post about business. I try to add like a little bit of relatable posts here and there, and authenticity as well. So just kind of going back over what I'm talking about right now. Hi, Jennifer. Good evening. Right now, I'm kind of just talking about your target audience that you have on your Facebook. I'm starting with Facebook only because that's really the only place outside of Instagram that I promote creative designs, and then of course on Google. But that's where I started. So I started with just my Facebook. And so I went through for maybe about 2 months straight. Every day I would go through and I would delete 100 people and I would add 100 people. I would delete 100 people, I would add 100 people. And from there, I was then accepted into like where they turned my page into professional mode. I didn't know anything about it. I started with 0 followers. Within 2 months, I made it to 6.3 thousand followers. It really, really helps. It really, really helps. And not only that, once you add these people, don't just add them. You have to engage with them too. So once I added them, I would see their posts, daily, because we're all working on the same thing. So they're looking for engagement. I'm looking for engagement. But one of the things, as far as like my authentic growth, I'm not just engaging to engage because I'm doing it for Facebook or for stats or for analytics. I'm doing it to build relationships. So, and it's genuine. So you don't want to just, start commenting, good job or brand rising, nothing against any of that stuff, but you don't want to just start commenting like all that generic stuff under everyone's post. You want to make it real. So if someone says, hey, I just started my business, really comment what you feel like. Congratulations on the journey. I hope you make it through the first 2 years. And I say that because most business owners or entrepreneurs, the first 2 years is the hardest part. So if you make it through the first 2 years, 9 times out of 10, you got the grit, you got the sauce, and you got to continue. But if you don't make it through the first 2 years, you have to kind of reevaluate what you have going on. So, just something real underneath their comments, and just engage with them as they engage with you. And that's kind of just like a major thing when it comes to growth on Facebook. A lot of people make it seem like it's a lot, but it's just that simple. Adding people that you do not know who are like-minded and engaging with their content. Now, as far as building your personal brand with that, the type of content that you post is very crucial. So I try to post different kind of contents, but I keep it specific. So I post motivational content. That could either be my story that I went through, which I didn't go too much into it, but what I've been through. That can be used as motivation, or just motivation towards mothers. If you have like single moms on your page, if you have moms who are in the working field, but they have multiple children, just make a post like, I know what you're going through because I'm going through it myself. Don't give up, keep going, because a lot of the times, no matter what it looks like, everyone needs motivation. And if someone can come to your page and they can find that, 9 times out of 10, they're going to follow you and they're going to continue to support you because you give them motivation. Everyone needs motivation. And what I tie into that is inspiration, because if I can motivate you, I can inspire you. So you want to try to do like at least 1 to 2 motivational posts a day. It is going to be a lot of work. So when I start saying like how much you should post during the day, it does kind of get lengthy, but social media is like a long game. So once you start to do this, it's something that you have to be consistent with. And I promise you, you will see growth. You just have to stick to it and be authentic with it. So I would say motivation and inspirational. Another thing is educational posts as well. And when I say educational, depending on the kind of business you're in, people have a lot of different viewpoints on it. So I'm not saying get on there and give everyone your secret sauce or your ingredients to what makes you great, but you also do, if you notice, like a lot of larger brands, they give you freebies. If you can give me a freebie and that freebie helps me, then I know that you know what you're talking about. So that's kind of how you start to build that anticipation, you build that audience, and you build that clientele. Because if I can show you how I created this flyer in 10 minutes, then you for a fact know that if you were to book me for a full project, I know exactly what I'm doing because I was able to give you this quality in 10 minutes. And then I also showed you how to do it, which means I'm not afraid of I'm not insecure when it comes to my business, if that makes sense. So I can give you the game, but I also have enough confidence in myself and my business to know that can't no one do it like me. And you have to kind of have that ideology in it. Don't be cocky with it or anything like that, because you want to be far from that. But really, you have to have confidence when it comes to your business and when it comes to posting, because no one wants to be your first like your experiment. Let's just be real. When it comes to like social media and building a brand, no one wants to be the first. So you have to kind of establish that authority. That's the way that you can do that, is by just making those educational posts. With me, the way I first started to do that is I did like the kind of background of graphic design. So since I'm in graphic design, I remember my first educational post, it was about vector images. And vector images is basically like the high quality images that no matter what you do with them, the quality doesn't change, it doesn't have pixels. And a lot of graphic designers I had noticed, they really don't know about vectorization or vectors or SVG files. So I was like, okay, well, that's my moment right there. Let me show them that, I know what I'm talking about, so come book with me. So I started to make posts like that. I started to make posts about like national logos, like Nike, how they started. That was educational and motivational, because a lot of these brands, people don't know, they started from nothing. So I started to incorporate that into my strategy as well. So yes, find the problem to the solution. And that's literally a main key point. And I actually used that as one of my educational posts before as well, because that's literally the main thing about business. You got to find whatever problem it is, no matter, I seen Erykah Badu the other day was talking about shoe cleaning. That's a problem. People have dirty shoes, no matter how little you think it may be. Everything has some kind of problem. And if you can just figure out what that problem is and find a solution to it, then you can start building a business off of that. So let's see. So when it comes to building a brand on social media and building your audience, I went over adding people who you don't know, so strangers. It may seem a little iffy, but I promise you, if you start to add people that you don't know, those are going to be the people who support you, because they don't know you. All they know is your business, and all they know is your brand. And that also goes into like the other kind of things that you post too. Me personally, on my Facebook, even on my personal Facebook and my business Facebook, I honestly believe that you are your brand. So I kind of just stick to like my content posts. So although I post my authentic content and my relatable content, I make sure it's not too risque. So I don't do too much. I don't do too much on my Facebook, whether it's the personal or the business, because I feel like Triana White in general is a business and is a brand. And if you were to make a certain kind of post, people, and I know you've done it too, you're going to kind of go search. You're going to search your name. You're going to go down their page. So I would say kind of watch the stuff that you post. And then, focus on the motivational content, inspirational, educational, and relatable. You can throw in some funny content too if you think that you're funny. I'm the kind of person, I'm not really too funny. I try, but my funny posts really it goes over a lot of people's heads. So I'm not going to touch on that. But I would say the motivational, like, if y'all could, make sure you write this down, because when I tell you, like, it sounds so simple, but it's really the key. So you want to be motivational, inspirational, relatable, and authentic. And a lot of those they kind of all tie into each other. And then just add people who you don't know onto your social media pages. You have to be friendly and outgoing, and just kind of take that risk, because at the end of the day, you're allowing other people to. I'm sorry, did you I think someone had wanted to say something. I don't know if I'm talking too fast. I think I had seen someone get off of mute and that they wanted to say something.
I think they just came in, but you're all good.
So yeah, so that's what it's like when it comes to building your own personal brand on social media, and a lot of other things go into it as well. That's kind of just the tipping point, honestly, the foundation as far as like building your brand. But you want to also make sure that you're consistent with it. So once you start to post these different kind of things, so you can post this throughout the week. So maybe you can do a motivational Monday type thing. You can do a trivia Tuesday. And when I say trivia, depending on what business you're in or what industry you're in. So for graphic design, I like to post my logo drafts. it gets your engagement going. It gets people knowing like, okay, this is what I'm doing throughout the day. I'm constantly working. And it lets your audience know while also still posting your work too. So if you are an author, you can maybe post a paragraph from your book and say, what do you guys think about this? If you're a songwriter, maybe post a verse and say, like, hey, what do you guys think I should add? Or what's the feeling you get when you read this? Or if you're a poet, what kind of feelings do you get from this verse here? So you can do different things like that, just kind of based it on whatever industry you're in, and that's going to help with your engagement. You want to make engaging posts to where people want to comment, but you don't want it to be generic. And if it's not what you do, so I see a lot of people, because of the performance bonus, they start, they may have been selling hair, and now that they have the performance bonus, they're posting about dogs or something like, is this dog collar cute? Like, don't do that, because you're going to have the people who really support you. They're going to kind of be confused. And a lot of times you can lose out on your following too, because people follow you for a certain reason. So you want to continue to post the same things that got them encouraged to follow you. You want to kind of stay along those same lines. So add people that you don't know. Post motivational, inspirational. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes right here. I'm sorry. You also want to make sure that, since if you want to go the route of building a brand to increase your visibility or your engagement, make sure that out of the month, or maybe like 2 times a month, 3 times a month, I do it a lot, you want to post your why. Why did you get into whatever industry you're in? It could have been something traumatic, like my situation. I've always done it, but a traumatic situation made me turn it into a business because I didn't have any other choice, and I had to use something that came natural to me. So I monetized my creativity, and that's what I like to call it, because that's what I did. So, if you're an author and you write books, what made you start to write books? Me, I'm an author as well, and it was another traumatic thing. My mother passed when I was 5, so I got into poetry. So that's why I started to write. It was something that I always loved to do, to express myself. So you want to let people know why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Let them know that it's not just because of money. Yeah, it's because of money, but it's not because of money. You have to have a passion behind it, and people want to know what that passion is. And then also how. Because you never know, you'll also have people on your page who are looking to do the same thing that you're doing. So how did you get into whatever you got into? So like me, I posted my entire journey from when I got my LLC. I started with an iPhone 7. I post about that. That's how, that's why, because of the situation I went through. It's inspirational because I started with really nothing. And then it's motivational as well, because guess what? Now the people who see it, they know that they can do it too. So I kind of did all 4, and then it's relatable too, because a lot of people make it seem like they started with it. I'm gonna let you know that I started with nothing. I did what I had to do. I had that iPhone 7. I was drawing on Procreate before I knew anything about it. So with me doing all of those in one post, that's 4 points. But it's okay, Tiffany. With one post, that's 4 points, and that draws people in because they know that you're a human. They know that you've went through things. They know that your story is inspirational or motivational to them. Those are the kind of things you have to think about, and it's just as simple as that. Because people are like, it's like psychology. Really, I like to think about it like that. The way that the mind works, you really have to think about like how you are when you look at other people's content. You're really either going to follow them because they made you laugh, they gave you some information that you didn't know, you were inspired or motivated by their content, or you related to it in some kind of way. That's really it. That's the only reason, unless you know them and they're like your cousin or something. But other than that, that's the only reason why you will follow someone. They inspired you, motivated you, you relate to them on some kind of level, whether it's been a mom, a college student, whatever it is, you related to them, or either they motivated you. So it's really as simple as that, honestly. Now, another thing, once you start to kind of do that and you're consistent with it and you're engaging and you're making sure that every day you're doing like something motivational, inspirational, educational, or relatable, then you want to start maybe a month or 2 in, start looking at your analytics. I don't advise you start to look at your analytics the first month in, because it can get discouraging, because with Facebook, the way that they track it, they're kind of getting to be really, really hard since a lot of people are getting paid. So your analytics, they may be like in the red. And for me, when I first started, it was discouraging. So I did not check my analytics for like a month and a half, I would say. just so that I can get into it, because even if you don't monetize your Facebook with this, you can always monetize your Facebook. And what I mean by that is I've been doing my Facebook monetization process for over 6 months now, but I just got the performance bonus last week. I was monetizing it by building an audience, building a support system, and building a following so that I can get clients. And that's monetizing your Facebook. If you can build a brand through social media and have clients and have a funnel where people see your content, they have that thought like, I was inspired, I was motivated, she's relatable, she's authentic, and she knows what she's doing because she educated me too. Let me go over to her website. Let me book a flyer. Let me book a logo. Let me book this. And it can be the same for whatever business you have. So try to monetize it without thinking about like Facebook performance, Reels bonus, or anything like that, because that's going to make you want to constantly do it anyway. And then that's going to come. So almost 8 months, because I was doing it for like 6 months, but this is about the 8th month now. I'm just now getting that performance bonus. So I had not been getting paid from Facebook that whole time, but it's okay because I was still getting paid from Facebook. So that's where my leads were. So that's really like with the personal brand. I would say some key points from the personal brand is really to be authentic. Once you build a following and a support system, you want to make sure that you're authentic. Show them who you are. Don't be afraid. Like if you have your kids and stuff like that, post like if you're comfortable. I'm not saying like just post all your business, but like just post like maybe a picture of the house when it's a mess. I know everybody don't like that, but really it's going to show that you're relatable, because if you're a business owner, you're an author, you're a singer, you're a mother, you're an entrepreneur, at the end of the day, everyone knows what that's like and they're going to relate to it, because your house, like I tell people on my TikTok all the time, I let my toddler mess up during the day and I clean it up during the night. Everyone doesn't agree with that, but my tribe that I've built, they agree because they understand and because I'm relatable to them because they do the same thing. So you just want to be real. That's really the main thing is you want to be real. So let's see. That's how I built my my audience on Facebook. It was really that simple. I just started to post those things. I added people I did not know, and I just was consistent with it. You're not going to see, you may, I'm not going to say you're not, but don't look to see growth right away. Just continue to do it. And I promise you, you're going to see growth within it, at least in the first couple of months. Now moving on to like my social media influencing journey. That one was crazy and it has nothing to do with my business whatsoever. So if you're looking to just be an influencer or a content creator and you don't know what your business is, you don't have a business, you want to get brand deals, that's what you're looking for, then that's what I'm going to talk about next. It's a lot more that goes into that than it does as far as like when you have a business, because your business 9 out of 10 is going to be your brand. So it's a lot easier to brand that than it is to niche down on like a platform. So for my TikTok, I'll just kind of tell you guys the full journey of my TikTok. I started my TikTok a couple years ago. And I initially started as like when I had my son, he's turning 3, so you can tell how long ago that was. I initially started it just with posting videos of him. I had a video go viral. It had like 500,000 views, but I wasn't consistent. I stopped posting, life got hard. So I stopped. And that's one of the things I want to tell y'all. Even when life gets hard, please don't stop. Repurpose your content. If you just have some videos in your phone, just keep posting it, because once you stop, it's going to be hard to build that momentum back up. So what I did is don't stop. Yes, do not stop. What I did when I lost that momentum, I did something that really hurt me. I deleted every video I had on my page thinking I was going to turn into a business TikTok because I had built Creative Designs up. So I said, delete everything, turn it into a business thing. Not knowing when it comes to TikTok and things like that, just how I mentioned that people follow you for a certain reason. Those people that I had on my TikTok, they were following me to see mom content. They were following me to see the journey of him growing up. They were not following me for no graphic design. They weren't following me to learn how to do a flyer. They weren't following me for any of that. So I lost a lot of followers. I started seeing daily that people were dropping off. I went from getting like 5,000 views to like 10. I was like, oh my gosh, like I've already deleted the viral video. The video had 500,000 views. So I'm like, I've already deleted that. So I was just like, okay. I was sad. I was just, I don't know like what to do. So I started to research. with content creation, a lot of people think that it's just creating content and just crossing your fingers that it's going to go viral or that you're going to build an audience. It's not. It's a lot of analytics, it's a lot of trends, it's a lot of numbers, it's a lot of research. So I decided to start researching TikTok, the best ways to post. I started to look at other creators' content, and I deleted all my stuff again. I deleted all of my business stuff, and I turned it into a mom content page. And I just started this mom content page in March, and I'm 200 followers away from 10K on TikTok now. And I just started in March, but when I started, I went hard. I posted every day, 3 times a day. I looked at, if you guys go to, I wish I had another phone, but he's on it. With TikTok, it's all about numbers. And so what I did is I would go to the page where you can go and you can look at all the different videos. They have a filter up there. I knew that I was going to be posting mom content, so I jotted down about 5 hashtags. I did hashtag mom tent, hashtag toddler life, hashtag toddler mom. And what I did is I put that into the search bar. I put the filter and I filtered it to the last 5 days. So I wanted to see what was trending in the last 5 days, and I took a look at it. I only used those hashtags because TikTok has changed now, and they categorize your video at the top. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but they categorize your video. So I did that. I still wasn't getting as much love. I didn't have any companies reaching out to me. I wasn't building like a genuine following. So then I did some more research, and I figured out that you have to optimize your page as well. So with my hashtags that I was using, I made sure that I was only using trending hashtags that was trending in the last 5 days. And then I optimized my page. And when I say optimize, I mean, when someone goes to your TikTok, are they gonna be binging? Do you have content that's worth binging? Do you have enough videos to where they click on one, they're gonna get excited and they're gonna continue to go? Whatever niche you're in, whatever industry you're in, are they going to click on that page and continue to go down? When they click on your page, are they going to know what you're talking about? My name was Poetic Melanin. Yeah, to me, I write poetry and I'm Black and I have melanin, but to other people, they don't know what Poetic Melanin is, and it doesn't mean anything to them, and it doesn't tell them anything about the content that I'm creating. So I changed it to Triana Mom Tent because that's what you're getting. They're not going to know what your nickname is. They're not going to know what Poetic Melanin was. You have to make it to where they know exactly what they're getting. So, and you'll notice that some of your favorite creators, when you go, they'll say like, what is it? The UGC content or whatever it may be, whatever they're doing, TikTok growth tips or whatever, it's going to be in their name. So I changed it to Triana Mom Tent. I added an email. This is the main thing. I added my email into my bio, and I didn't make my bio about me, but more so what you'd be getting. So I put like your daily dose of mom content. At first I had like author, I had business owner. They really don't care about any of that because when they're coming to your page and you're a social media content creator, you're creating content not for yourself, but for everyone else. So when they go to your page, yeah, they care about what you do, but get that to them through your videos and through your content, not through your bio. You have to let them know what they're getting. So I put your daily dose of mom content, and I put a way to contact me. By putting that way to contact me, that's allowed different brands to reach out to me without me having to reach out to them. So a lot of the brands that I've had that I've worked with, they've reached out to me personally through that email. And you don't have to have, the thing is with TikTok, you don't have to have a lot of followers for brands to start reaching out to you. So even if you have like 1,000 followers, still go ahead and put your email in there. You don't have to wait because they will still reach out to you. So that's one of the things I did for TikTok. Mm-hmm.
Question. So would you say that TikTok is like a whole different like audience over there?
I would say that TikTok is a whole different audience. So the way that I like to break it down is Facebook is more professional. Instagram is more lifestyle. So that's where your pictures and stuff is going to come in. If you're that kind of content creator and you're on the vacations and stuff like that, Instagram is going to be your best friend because people are enticed by a photo. TikTok is the real deal. I don't touch on YouTube too much because I'm just now building that. But I would say TikTok for me, and I think it relates to YouTube, TikTok is the real unfiltered raw truth. With TikTok, you have people that has went viral with 500,000 followers that has a low quality camera. And I'm saying that to say that with TikTok, it does not matter. once you put your video out there, you can go viral like that, and you can build an audience no matter where you're at in life, no matter what your background looks like, no matter what your aesthetic is. Just be consistent. And with TikTok, you're really, really able to build that genuine audience. That's why with TikTok, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. If you got some people that's going to support you and you have a tribe on TikTok, you're golden, because it's going to gradually grow after that. And with TikTok, it's about momentum. So I noticed that as I started to post consistently, I was posting 3 to 5 times a day, every single day since March. I was posting every day. But what I started to notice is that 3 months in, my videos were going from like a 300 average to every video I would post was like 1,000, 2,000. 3,000. With TikTok, consistency is really the key. If you continuously post on TikTok, they're gonna promote your page for you, essentially. And another key to TikTok is once you post, a lot of people don't believe it, but I always do my research. When I look at these growth tips, I take like a week or so and I do it every single day just to see if it's true. So when you post, you want to get off of TikTok. You want to get off of it no matter how much you want to go and do your video and see how it's doing. You want to get off of it. And that's because TikTok wants you to be on their app. If you notice, when you're not on TikTok for a long time, TikTok starts to email you. They send you notifications saying, hey, you have this many likes. This video was trending. They want you to get on it. So what they're doing during that time that you're not on it, they're pushing your video so that they can give you these notifications to get back on the app. So try to get off of it for about an hour, and it really, really helps. My first video that went viral was the educational posters I have in my son's room, and I used that method. I posted it, and I just got off. I wanted to look so bad, but I just got off. And then after a while, I really forgot that I even wanted to check. And like 3 hours later, I went and it was like at 100,000 views. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never gotten this many views on TikTok. Well, on any platform, honestly. Let me see. I think someone had commented. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. What kind of videos did you create to post 3 times a day? Did you batch? Yes. Because I have a toddler, it is really, really hard to get out like original content. So what I'll do is I'll go into his room. And since my content is like mom content, I like to say I have it easy because I can really post anything because moms, we're cooks, we're maids, we're teachers, we're business owners. Moms is kind of like, if you can niche down as just a mom, you're not really niching down at all. So for my content, it was pretty simple. What I would do is I'll kind of just get him into his room for a little bit and have him doing something. And I'll just make as many videos as I can. I like to make a list of different sounds that will kind of relate to what my niche is. And I just will go through those sounds and just make the videos. So maybe for like an hour or two, I'm just making videos, saving them to my draft. So like throughout the day, like once he's sleeping or after dinner or at nighttime, sometimes even while I'm in the bathroom about to take a shower, I do it because it's really like you have to get it in when you can. And then I would just slowly post those videos. So the kind of content that I would make before I got like super comfortable with TikTok, I would stick to trends. So as you go down your For You page, those different sounds that you hear, I would listen to the sound and say, hey, what can I do like in my niche that would relate to this sound? And that's really what I would do. And it makes it super easy because it's already done for you. You're just doing a voiceover. So that was how I was able to post 3 times a day, is because I would just be posting 3 sounds and me talking to it. And then on the front of it, of course, I would have my different captions. So I was consistent, and then Green stop and shot. They will not. Yes, with TikTok, once you stop, because I'm going through the same thing. I stopped a little bit, like even for me now, to the point I'm starting to realize that even though I've grown it, if I stop for like a week or a couple days, my views will go down, because TikTok, every platform, honestly, even on Facebook, they want you to be on their platform all the time. And that's why you have to play their system. So with Facebook, I use my scheduled post. With TikTok, I batch my content. You can even get to the point where you're changing your outfits and your hairstyle in one day so that you can post throughout the week. Like, it gets that deep and it gets that serious, because once you lose that momentum, I'm not going to say it's hard to get it back, but it's like you're constantly starting over again. So whatever you can do to get that content out, I say do it. If your kids are sleeping, I say get up, take out about 2 outfits, get a different pair of earrings, and start making that content, so that you can at least have like 10 videos during the days that your kid is just screaming and you can't make a live video. Because that happens to me. Sometimes I may want to post content during the day, but I'm cooking, I'm working, I have clients, I have my toddler, and I can't. So now I just go down my drafts, and I just start posting drafts, and that's how I do that. Let's see. With TikTok hashtags, a lot of people think that you have to have so many hashtags. You want a good 5 to 7, and as crazy as it sounds, you want to use those same ones every video. Now that TikTok has changed the algorithm and they're categorizing your videos, you have to make sure that your hashtags are it's basically what's going to push your video into whatever category. So even if I'm posting something, like if I do a sponsorship about a brand, for example, my hashtags are the same hashtags that I told you guys I researched in the beginning. Even if I'm doing a sponsorship for like a face care product or something like that, I'm still using hashtag mom tent, hashtag toddler life, hashtag mom life, hashtag working mom. I'm still using those same things because once you change those hashtags up, TikTok gets crazy. They don't know where to send your video to. So at the end of the day, you still want to send your video to your audience. So if your audience are readers or let's see, I like to use college students. I know a lot of college student content creators or moms or whatever it may be, business owner, whatever your niche is, you still want to keep those same hashtags so that your videos are constantly being promoted to the people you need it to be promoted to. So never switch those hashtags up. Now, I know you will see because people trip out about that because a lot of the larger content creators, I know one lady, she has like 300,000 followers. Every video, like if she has a video that's like funny or something, her daughter does something, she'll put the whole hashtag, my daughter ran in a house at 10 p.m. or something crazy. She'll put the hashtags like that. And yes, she gets views and stuff, but you gotta realize that she already has a following. No matter what the girl posts, she's gonna get views because she has 300,000 people watching her. So we can't be like them. We have to establish our audience first. We have to build up our platform. And that's why I say don't mix up those hashtags. Get at least 5 to 7 and keep it like that. Every single post. Do not switch them out no matter what the content is about. Because at the end of the day, you're still building a certain audience. So that's hashtags. Another thing, so when it comes to sponsorships and brand deals, another thing outside of having your email is to start promoting with what you already have. So like for my son, I started to get him into it because I wasn't posting him a lot on my page. He was gone for summer vacation and stuff. So what I started to do with him is, like, he has a lot of Shein clothes. I had already bought him Shein clothes to go on summer vacation because he was leaving. I created a video. So if you already have things in your home that you use, whether it's Target, Bath and Body Works, I'm trying to look around and see Amazon. Amazon is a good one. If you have anything from that, just start posting as if you're already being sponsored, because then now you can tag them. You can tag them in your post and you can get their eyes on you. So without them even offering you anything, start acting like the influencer that you want to be. So like this wig that I have, this is a half wig, not a half wig, a headband wig. I was not sponsored. Like, this wasn't sponsored, but when I got it, believe me, I made it fit into my mom content. I put it into my Amazon storefront. I started to make videos like, are you a mom? You know how hard it is to do your hair. I don't have time to do my lace fronts no more. I don't have time to do this. I always mixing it to being a mom. But then I got people ordering the wig from Amazon, and I got commissions off of that. My son's stuff that I make him for his food, I do the little cutting up things. I was doing that before I even thought about being an influencer. But I started to post those same videos and stuff, and I added those items to my storefront. So now I'm promoting for Amazon. And this was before I became an Amazon associate, because I am a part of the affiliate program now. But this was before. You can do these different things so that you can start promoting for the different brands, because when they come to your page, they most definitely want to see that, that you know how to merge, your content into your niche. let's see.
Did they did Amazon contact you, or did you like just fill out for the program?
So for Amazon, I applied to them 3 times, y'all. First it was before I started my TikTok, and it was just with my Facebook. With Facebook, you do have to have a professional page. It cannot be your personal page, even in professional mode. It has to be like a business page in order for you to get accepted with your Facebook. So I was denied. I applied again because I started building my Instagram, but I only had like 1,000 followers. I got denied again. But I started to build that TikTok. And once I started to build my TikTok, I applied again and I was accepted. And the same thing for the Walmart Creator Program. I reached out to them. And I have 2 apps that I'm gonna give you guys as well that helps me get brand deals too. I'm sorry, hold on, there was a comment. Did you get a professional camera? Nope, I still don't have a camera. So I use my phone. So at first I had just this phone that my son's watching, and this was an iPhone 13. I think iPhone 13, but the phone that I'm on now is an iPhone 14. His dad has a camera because he does YouTube, but I record on my phone. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of just a lot having to add the video from your camera, then send it to your phone, and then the way it sets up. I don't even use my back camera. That's why I say when it comes to TikTok and content creation, it really, like, a lot of people make it seem like you have to have crispy, clear content. No, you have to be relatable, or you have to follow like the trends and really just be authentic, because I never even use my back camera. I use the front camera because it's easier for me. I don't have time to be, setting it up on a tripod. I have it in my hand and I just record. That's it, because it kind of has a lot to it. Now, if you're wanting to do, but that's because every platform is different. If you wanted to do like YouTube or something, I would say eventually you want to branch out and do that. But even with YouTube, you don't have to start with a professional camera at all. None of the content that you would ever create, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you would have to have a professional camera. Honestly, people are looking more at who you are as a person, whether they relate to you, whether they get a laugh from you, whether you give them some kind of inspiration or motivation. That's really what they're looking for. They could really care less about whether your equipment is, like a high quality type of equipment, honestly. Now for brands, I do want to add that for brands, they don't require you to have a professional camera, but they will tell you to put your phone in like 4K mode. They'll tell you to do it either vertical or horizontal. They'll let you know. And 2 of the apps that I use to get brand partnerships outside of them reaching out to me is WeSponsor. WeSponsor is an amazing app. I actually was just sponsored my Solar Wave from them. That's a $200 product that they sent me for free. They actually have cameras on there as well, where you can apply, and if they approve you, you can get a full camera that's worth $500 for free, but you have to make a video and post it on your Instagram or on your TikTok. No problem, Raven. Thank you. So make sure you guys download the WeSponsor. Now, once you download WeSponsor, you are going to have to link your Instagram. You're going to have to link your TikTok. You can link your Facebook. They are going to ask you to add different, you're going to have to get different kind of certificates. So with WeSponsor, they have different products like cameras, clothing, things for children. And that's how I kind of got him into it as well, because you can get those products for kids. And then now you have a video to post with kid items on your pages. And then that's going to entice other kid-friendly companies to reach out to you, because they know that your kid is, excited about the kid stuff, if that makes sense. But with WeSponsor, they're going to ask you to do like a product photo. So you'll just take, like, if I was taking this lotion, I would just put it in a nice place and take a nice photo with good lighting. They're going to ask you to do like a how-to video, because for certain products, they tell you exactly what they need. They're going to need you to either take a picture, they're going to need you to do a how-to video, they're going to need you to do just a promotional video. And so once you sign on to WeSponsor, you'll upload all your different videos that you have or your pictures. They'll tell you whether you're approved. You apply for different sponsorships. Some of them are just marketing campaigns, so they'll send it to you for free without you having to do a video. Or sometimes they'll send it to you and then you'll get paid for it. So like for my Solar Wave, once I post this video promoting the product, I'll get $20. So I got a $200 product for free, and then I'm getting $20 on top of it. So that's kind of how that one works. And then I have Join Brands as well, which is pretty similar. Join Brands, and both of these are free apps. You just want to get on there. You want to make sure that you're doing, you have at least 10 videos on all of your social media platforms, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or even YouTube, before you start applying. But you'll just download those apps, apply to the brands that fit most to what you do. And hold on, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my notes. And just, yes, we sponsor and join brands. So you'll just download those apps, submit your videos or your photos, and then just start to apply. And they'll let you know within the first week or so whether you're approved or not. I've got a lot of sponsorships with them. I have a sponsorship with C4, which is like an energy drink. I did not have to post for that. They just wanted to send it for free. A lot of them are linked to like Amazon, and they want you to give like an Amazon review, and you'll get like $50. Some of the larger different things, good night. Some of the larger items you'll get like $100. So like for that camera, if they send you that $500 camera, they're actually giving you $250 just for one video that you leave on your page for 2 weeks, and it has to be TikTok or Instagram. So that's how a lot of people are getting like a lot of the brands. My son, for Dinolingo, he was reached out to. Dinolingo is the #1 language learning app for kids. They reached out to him with only 2 videos on my page of him. I had one Shein try-on haul, and I had a bazooka bubblegum video of him that TikTok sent him for free. And they sent him that for free just because I'm a mom content creator, not because of anything I posted with him. They just know if I'm a mom content creator, I have to have a kid somewhere. So they sent it out. And then Dinolingo asked for him to come on and thank you, Angel. Good night. Yeah, so Dinolingo reached out to him through TikTok, and so he was able to do a promotional campaign with them. And let's see. The only note that I had when it came to the children is really to just do the same thing that you do for yourself. When it comes to kids, you kind of just want to build them a brand. So like right now, I'm getting him into like modeling. Thank you. I'm getting him into modeling, so I just made him an Instagram. I'm just posting what he has now. So I'm throwing him on like a shirt and a jean jacket, taking good quality photos with my iPhone, and I'm just doing my hashtags. So on Instagram, it's really, really hashtags. So I'm doing hashtag kids model, kids fashion, and I'm taking photos of him with different brands that we have in our home already that he likes to use, because then he's going to show that enthusiastic smile that he has naturally. So I have him doing that. So like with Spin Brush, I just created this page last week. He has 100 followers as of today. I posted a picture of him holding his Spider-Man toothbrush, which is the Spin Brush brand. They actually just commented on his photo the day before yesterday, and they liked it, and they told him good job and to continue doing what he was doing. And this is a large brand reaching out to my 2-year-old. So, and that was just from posting a picture of them and tagging them and doing a hashtag. That was it. So for your kids, it's a lot easier. You just want to kind of create them a page if you're okay with that. If you don't want them to have one on their own, then just kind of start implementing them into your personal page that you have. That's really all I have for that. And really the main thing I just wanted to say is just be consistent and just keep going. Take a lot of the tips that I gave you as far as like building your brand and being authentic and motivational. Those are the main things. And just be consistent with that. And then to just show you that your educational post too, to show that you know what you're talking about. Once you add all those things into your content plan, and when I say content plan, you have to plan out your content. So, you know, like I said, Monday through Sunday, or if you want to take a day off Monday through Saturday, just make sure you're implementing some of those things that I said throughout the day. And then adding the people you don't know. On TikTok, you're paying attention to your hashtags, and you're posting constantly 3 to 5 times a day, consistently. And really, if you do all those things, you're going to see some kind of growth. I do have a mom content planner. So if you're a mom and you're looking for help or ideas for content, I did just create that, and it literally gives you ideas January through December. That is themed based on the month. So you can do something like that. Let's see. I think that's really Yeah, the consistency, that's
Yes.
like that's the hardest part, and really everyone makes it seem like it's so, but really it's the consistency. Now, if you're consistent with everything and you still don't see growth, then that's when you kind of need to take a look to see, okay, well, maybe what I'm doing is off. But if you haven't been consistent with it, I would say just be consistent first and then start to implement these different things. Because if you implement these things and you're still not consistent, then you're still not going to see growth. You can be motivational all day long, but if you're not showing them every day how motivational you are, then you're still not going to be able to grow the way you want to. That was really all I had, guys.
Girl,
I was just
that was
talking. I'm sorry.
good. No, that was amazing. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Do anybody have any questions? Sis covered so much for us. Like, I feel so super pumped about my brand, about my business. Do anybody have questions or anything? Hopefully y'all are pumped about y'all brands and understand that consistency, motivation, and just showing up for yourself is like the keys to success, it sounds like.
And being authentic. That's one
Being
of the main
authentic.
things I like to say too, is just be authentic. No matter if you think your life isn't like anyone else's, or you're going through something, or you don't have the look that you want or whatever, just start where you're at. Even if you have to start in a room or in a closet, just start, because a lot of people miss the point where they're relatable the most. So right now, where you're at, you don't know that you're gonna have so many people that relate to you opposed to when you get there. So just don't miss out on that, thinking that you have to wait, because that's where you're really going to build your genuine supporters in your audience, because they relate to you.
And I'm so happy that you say that, because I always, try to encourage my authors, like, just jump out there, go. Who cares if it sounds crazy? Just show up for yourself. But I think that, of course, social media has done a great job at making people feel like they can't be authentically them.
Yeah.
But we get to stop that today, right now, and just show up. Show up as yourself. Somebody looking for you.
That's literally a key, exactly what you said. And because of that, because social media makes everyone feel like they have to be there, when you show how relatable you are, imagine how many people have not started because of where they're at. So if you start where you're at, you have all of these other people who feel exactly like you, that, hey, I don't have a Mercedes. I don't have the high rise to start doing my content in. Neither do I. Like, I'm in my apartment right now. I have my dog back there. I have my son. And the same way that I'm set up now is the same way that I set up when I do my content. I record in his room, in the bathroom, in the living room. We don't have no pictures on the wall right now because we just moved. I just post. So I would say, like, just keep that in mind. Start where you're at, because that's where the most people relate to you at.
That's so bomb. So dope. I love it. I knew you was going to bring it. You did not disappoint, sis. I love it. I'm truly thankful for you. Your son did so good.
Yeah, he just fell asleep.
He
Literally.
did. I'm like, he's just real good.
He just fell asleep.
Well, thank you so much. That was super informative. And listen, do not leave here without following her. I looked her up on TikTok, y'all. She is doing her thing over there. And of course, if you're not following her on Facebook, you sleeping, because her graphic designs and just everything that you do is so inspiring and motivated. And so make sure you guys follow her. Kiana is really good about posting in the group, so she'll be giving you a shout out with all of your links. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be in there. So keep an eye out for that, lady, so we can follow her. Is there any links that you want to drop in here? Anything that we need to know about? Like, what are you doing next? I know you got a deal. I'm gonna be working with her because listen, I'm busy. And my flyers ain't nowhere near as bomb as yours. And so I'm getting my flyer work done. What else are you up to?
So right now we are doing a back to school sale. So like right now, a lot of my items, my most popular items, are the lowest they've ever been. Like my flyers are normally $35. I'm doing them for $20 right now for the first 2 weeks of August. Just as kind of like, I know that all the moms are preparing to go back to school, and we have a lot of different things, that you have to come out of pocket for. So logos, my text-based logos are normally $150. And I have taken them all the way down to, I believe, 80. So that's like a huge jump down, but I'm doing it for a reason, because I really do want to assist, because I know it's a lot. And I have a lot of other different things in there too, like website banners, websites in general. So I'm having a huge sale for that. That's for the first 2 weeks. I'm gonna put the link up probably. So I have to grab the link, but the mom content planner, I seen someone ask, that's in my bio on the TikTok. So I'll post it in the group too. That's over 44 pages of content. And it has a list of 20 brands that you can reach out to them. I have emails in there and their pages. And what you'll do is you'll reach out to them, and they're looking for small content creators. You do not have to have a large following, and they'll send you products for free for you to promote. So that's going to be in there as well. And then the only other thing right now that I'm working on is my baby and getting him into this modeling, y'all. He has 3 interviews coming up, so I'm trying to prepare him for that because he is only 2. So it's gonna be stressful trying to get him on Zoom and not to act crazy in front of these people. But we're gonna do these interviews coming up, and that's really it. And if you guys need assistance with that, if you guys have kids, no matter how old they are, from 0, I heard Kayla, the model maker, because that's who we went through. She signed someone from an ultrasound picture. They were pregnant. They had the ultrasound picture. By the time the baby was born, they took a snapshot of the newborn, and the baby was promoted for a formula company. So even if you have a child, no matter how young they are, I'll put her information in there too, because we did a free webinar, and that's how we were able to get into the modeling. And then my book. Oh, I forgot to show my book. This is my children's book called Look, Mommy's in the Clouds. I mentioned my mom passed away when I was 5. So this is a verse book on coping for children that I wrote. It was really, really on my heart. And it was literally given to me from God because I had a dream and I woke up and I just got to writing, literally. And I think this is going to be really inspirational. I have a lot of people reaching out to me about this particular book, but I'm just doing the editing right now because it's a poetry book and it's for children. And because I am a poet, the poetry that I have in there, like the stanzas I have, they're too advanced for kids. So it's too much. So I'm going to go and condense it a little bit so that it's relatable to children and they're able to read it by themselves if they can. And that's
when
really
is that gonna be ready? When is that gonna be ready? I want that.
I'm trying to have it done at least by maybe like September, only because I did so like with this cover, I drew the character. I'm a graphic designer. I drew the character, but I used AI to like make it like animated. And y'all, I posted in the authors group and they got on me. Like when I say they got on me, I was receiving like threats of them. They don't even know that I don't have an office, like a physical office, but I had threats of people coming down to my office and getting down on me because I used AI. So I'm kind of in a process, So I'm in a process of considering whether I should just fully hand draw the full thing. And if I do that, because I have pages like this, that's going to take a lot of work, y'all. So I don't know, but I felt really, really bad. But I was trying to get people to understand that the point is not.
Why can't you use AI? I've never heard of that being an issue.
When you go into like these different groups, and so there are authors in there, but it's a lot of illustrators, and the illustrators are really upset right now with AI because they feel like it's taking away work from them. And then they also say like, they're using other artists' work and putting it in. But I tried to get them to understand is that I'm also a graphic designer. So the artwork that I submitted into the AI, it was a picture that I drew myself and they just animated it, but they don't care about that. So
I say keep it.
So that's the thing.
I say keep it.
Everybody say keep it.
I just kind of spruce it up a little bit. Yeah, as long as you, and this is your original and you're just you be careful about posting. I always tell my authors, be careful about the information you get because it'll stop everything for you. And God gave you this dream, and he gave you that dream because people need it. And so to get that out, that's needed. Like I have a whole channel. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, that just made me so mad. Like what group? No, I'm going in there.
But I'll try to really get it out soon though, because after that, everything is done. It was really just the artwork and then editing the inside.
I'm super excited. And then last question, someone was asking about that planner. I think you said for content. Is that out?
Yeah, so the content planner, I'll post if Kiana posts the links to the TikTok inside of the group. You should be able to just click on my TikTok and it's right there inside of my bio. But I'll also put my link in there because I have like a linker and it has the links to everything, to my Amazon, to the content planner, to everything.
Perfect. We will grab that and we will get that for y'all. Thank you, sis. This was amazing. I don't want to waste any more of your time putting your sweet baby to sleep over there. We're truly thankful for you and we cannot wait to work with you and just see all of the success. YouTube, make sure y'all follow her. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you.
Bye.